All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you all about our documents and letters. Now, in another video, you might have seen me create a campaign already, and you can see an example one here, but you want to assign this campaign, you want to mail it out with Pebble, but you want to assign it to an actual letter. I'm going to show you where all your letters and documents live. So on the left-hand bar here, if you scroll down to Configure under Templates, this is where your letter templates live. Any kind of a letter. I don't care if this is marketing to a deed to a contract. It's just a document at the end of the day, and you can send anything out of Pebble. There are no minimums as well, so keep that in mind. It's going to be hugely advantageous to you. You get what we call our bulk discounted rate. We take everybody's mailing, agglomerate that all together all the time, and we can drive the cost down. Now you can see here are some example letters here inside of my account. If I ever wanted to add a letter template, all I need to do is go to Add Template. This brings us to Add Mail Template, and it brings us to the master library of Pebble's templates. Now, you can edit any of these templates. You can even start with a blank one as well and copy and paste your own, okay? No, you cannot bring in a Microsoft Word file into here. This is not produced by Microsoft. You're just gonna copy and paste that and then reformat it inside of Pebble. All right, so you can see here if you wanted to add any of a template, let's say a letter with an envelope, a full window with the map of the property, you can do that. Hugely high converter there. We can print maps. You can see maps here. That's all printable. These are postcards. There's a ton of stuff you can start from. So I'm just going to select anything here. Let's do just a typical. You know what? I'll do this. Full window letter map. I think this is going to be, let's just do this one here. So you can see here, I'm in the template editor here for documents. Again, this doesn't matter if it's a marketing or a contract or a deed. You'll see here on this letter, anywhere there's a blue highlight, this is going to be what we call our placeholders. It's going to be dynamic information. So you can see some of the information here is dynamic. Things like your name, this is not dynamic, this is static, so you just want to change your name, right? Your phone number, your website, those are always going to be standard things. So, your website, I want to change that, and so on and so forth. I can drop in an image here by hitting this image and drop in my signature here as well. I also want you to bring your attention to the guides up here and turn on the guide. This is going to be a full windowed envelope. I'm going to turn that on, and you see anywhere in the pink, this is going to be automatically printed. The recipient name and the return address is all going to be printed by the printers. The postage here is going to be handled through the print house as well. So anywhere behind the pink, it's not going to show up. So the postage is going to eat into the map. That's totally fine. What's really cool about this specific letter here that I'm showing you is like on the letter, when they get it in the mail, they actually see a picture of their property, which is pretty killer in terms of like personalization. All right. So again, this is all, it doesn't matter what kind of a document this is. I'm going to hit Save Changes here. I can preview this as well, and it shows me the dynamic fields here on the left. So it gives me a chance to even like change it if I'd like to. So I'm going to give this a second to load up the document. Because there was an image, it took a little longer. It's not going to show the mailing address. You can see things actually got shifted. So I may want to bring things up or shift things up back up a little bit, okay? I'm going to add their name. Let's just say Jesse. Oh, that's not going to be Jesse. Let's use Kevin's name. Okay, and I can update the preview and see what that looks like here. So you can see, I know I had the seller name up here. It doesn't show up well, but you probably wouldn't have their name up here. Anyways, it's an image. But you can see other things like their parcel number is here. What else here? I don't think Kevin's name is anywhere on here. But this looks still meh. So I'm going to hit the X button here, and I'm going to choose change a couple things. Like I'm not going to have the seller name. I'm not going to have the seller name in here. So I'm going to delete that. I'm going to maybe add the seller name here by going to placeholders. This is where I'm going to find all the placeholders. If I want to find something about the property itself, I can find it here. The owner's maybe first name or full name. I can leave it there. And I saw it was like it shifted down. So the only thing you have left to do is change the font size or maybe the line spacing. Like we can use a soft line break, which is Shift Enter. That'll save us some space maybe. And I'm going to just now hit preview and see what this looks like. So the owner name actually changed to Lester McPebble, so I see it there. And look, everything's on one page. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Changes. And so coming back to my campaign, when I activate it, I'll just want to make sure I select that exact template that I just named it to whatever it is. So that's how you edit any sort of a document inside of Pebble. I'm talking about printed documents. You'll find it all inside of templates. You'll also have access to email templates, 10 text templates. These are great for auto follow-ups, which we won't cover in this video here. This was all about mailing templates and letters.